Thanks, Heather. I love that, the magic mic. Just going back to, for me, it's always amazing to hear Nuno and Carl talking about Olympic Games. It's actually a very proud moment for me personally, working together with Nuno for 6 Olympic Games now. This is actually one of the mics out of 38 immersive mics that we use in Paris. And it's been thinking about MotoGP as well, because we just recorded the audio that you can hear outside with this little guy. And yeah, so it's always really interesting for me to talk about immersive audio. In terms of immersive audio for Audio-Technica, it's quite interesting the relationship we have with MotoGP, with Olympic Games. Basically, the BP3600 is a remarkable tool for anyone that wants to work with immersive audio. In a nutshell, it's a 8-channel microphone which was purposely designed to capture stable 3-dimensional soundscapes in live situations such as sporting events, music festivals, and so on. So the microphone itself is designed with 8 very, very small hypercardioid capsules, and is put together in this cube-like configuration we call the hedgehog configuration. This configuration is to allow the microphone to capture very stable and accurate spatial awareness of audio. And it's important to have that separation for immersive audio. So now there is many features I can talk about, but I only have 5 minutes, and I want to respect Heather's time. I'll focus on one. And this came in 2018, actually, SVG wrote an article with Nuno in Pyeongchang. I was there with Nuno. And it was about the immersive audio for Tokyo, and immersive is the future, according to Nuno. So we spoke in detail with Nuno about it, deciding which format we're going to have, because we did study immersive audio in microphone concepts before, up to 32 channels. But for us, the key element was to understand what format the industry would adopt and come up with a concept as well for the microphone. But we need to also understand the workflow, and I encourage anyone working with immersive audio to check out. I know Nuno already spoke about this 2 years ago. His white paper on immersive audio is quite impressive, and it's what we took base on to come up with the microphone. And the most important feature for us that became very clear when we started talking about the microphone development was to be completely mixing console agnostic. Yes, we did work with DSP before, ideas, etc., but I don't know if you mentioned this, but during the Olympic Games in Paris, we had 73 events happening live every day. So imagine the consistency that you require to be able to have a microphone that can work doing immersive. It's key. So for us, the main thing is to be able to create a product that's completely mixing console agnostic. In fact, it doesn't need to be a mixing console, right? So you can have 8 channels on a sound card. As long as you have 8 outputs, you can capture, you can process, you can mix, and you can deliver to whatever encoder that you want. It's going to be in PHH, 3D, Dolby Atmos, whatever you want to do. But that gives completely freedom for the sound designer, for the engineer to be able to mix and produce and create that great 3-dimensional soundscape that is required for when it comes to talking about immersive audio. So the microphone concept is very simple, it's deployable, it's practical to use. And we did a lot of back work. We worked very heavily with the guys, our friends, our family from MotoGP, from Dorna Surgery, which is a grueling 21 races a season. It happens from March to November, and they did a lot of beta testing for us in a very brutal condition. It's loud. You have the weather factor as well. A lot of help from that. And speaking with Nuno as well to better understand the workflow, because all comes down to us. No matter what concept of microphone, you have to respect the workflow, how you guys are going to be using the microphone in the field. And when we have, I think, 73 venues happening, events happening at the same time, more than 120 events at the Olympic Games. And, it still impresses me how they put together the show, and I'm there working in the trenches with Nuno to understand. We really need to understand all the little details, how you're going to rig the microphone. It has to be practical. It doesn't matter how good the microphone is. If it's going to break halfway through an event, which you have absolutely zero downtime, the Olympic Games especially is brutal. It has absolutely no chance to fix anything. So the concept is to work with everybody. Our friends from NBC gave a lot of insights on the creative side, how to think outside the box. So it's a I need to give my gratitude to you guys as well, for Nuno especially, for Sergi for his help developing the project with us, and for Carl in NBC team as well. We're going to be outside. We have a desk, so please come and see us and we can talk in more detail. Sorry I don't have any more time, and I don't want to have the hook for how to come and pick me up, so I'll see you later. Cheers.